Hello everyone. So in this tutorial we will discuss about DFS traversal. So what basically DFS traversal is? It is a way to traverse a graph just like BFS, but the difference is that in DFS we will do depth first search traversal. So let's say we have a graph. Uh, so let's say we have a graph like this, right? So and let's say the source node is 0, and from 0 we need to traverse the graph. So so in DFS, from 0, from any vertex we can go to the neighbor of that vertex which is not visited. So in this case the neighbor of 0 is 1 and 3, and both are not visited. So 0 can either go to 1 and 3. It's depend how you have stored the graph in adjacency list. So let's say if uh, if if you have stored the graph like this, that 0, then in this case the 0 will go to 1 first, and if your adjacency list is like this, then 0 will go to 3 first. So so let's say uh, let's say we will go to 3. Let's assume that our representation is like that from 0 we will go to 3 first. Now at 3 we will repeat the process. So from 3 we will go to the neighbor node which is not visited. So the neighbor of 3 is 2 and 4. So let's say we are going to node 4, and again at 4 we will repeat the same process, and we will see the neighbor of 4 which is not visited. So it is 5. Again at 5 we see that all the neighbor of 5 has been visited. So there is only one neighbor of 5 which is 4. So we will return from 5 now, and from 5 we return to 4, and now 4 we will check that is there any ever neighbor which is not been visited. No. So we will return from 4 to 3, right? And now at 3 we will check is there any node which is neighbor of 3 and not been visited. So yes, so we will go to 2, and from 2 we will repeat the same process. So we will go to 1. At 1 all the neighbor of 1 has been visited, because we started from 0 and it is already visited now. So from 1 we will return to 2, and from 2 we will return to 3, and from 3 we will return to 0. And now all the uh, all the node from 0 has been traversed. So in this tutorial and in last tutorial, in BFS tutorial also, we have discussed the traversal for complete graph. So what is complete graph we will discuss in next tutorial. So till now we are only discussing about complete graph. So let me give a brief idea what is incomplete graph. Let's say we have a node. This is one graph, and let's say we have a node here which is 7. Since 7 is not connected with anyone, so we will not going to know whether 7 is present or not by traversing, right? So we will discuss about this type of graph in other video, right? So let's visualize the DFS part. So there is a website. I will give the link to the link in the description. Okay, so let's take new graph, which is, let's take an complete graph. Okay, so let's take this graph, and let's see the adjacency list of 0, and we have to run the DFS. So let's start the vertex from 0 only. When we run the DFS from 0, it can either go to 1 only, because 1 is the only neighbor. So let's play. So we can see that we have not run the DFS at from 0. We can see that goes to 1. So let's see the adjacency list representation of this graph. So here we can see that from 0 there is only one edge, and that is 1. Now 1, we can see that 1 is connected to 0, 3, 5 and 6, right? But since 0 has already been visited, it will go to 3. Let's see. Okay, so let's see what is happening here. So let's play, and I think from 1 it should go to 3, right? Yeah, it is going to 3, and from 3 it is going to 5. Why? Because the adjacency list representation of 3 is 1 and 5, and 1 is already been visited, so it's going to uh, vertex 5. Now from 5 it can, from 5 it will return because 1 is already been visited. So let's see that. Yeah, so yeah, it's returned again. From 3 it is returned to 1 because all the neighbor of 3 has been visited. Now from 1 it will go to 6. Now from 6 it has 3 option, either 2, 7, oh sorry, 2 option. Yeah, 3 option, 1, 2 and 7, but 1 has already been visited, so it can either go 2 and 7. So let's see the adjacency list. So from 6 it will go to vertex 2. So let's see that. Yes, and from 2 it will return to 6, and from now it will go to 7, and from 7 it will go to 4. Now it will return to 7, and you are seeing, you can see that. Okay, you can see that from 4 it returned to 7, then 6, then 1, then 0. So I will post this link in the description, and you can visualize many algorithm from this website. Okay, so let's now implement the code part, right? Okay, so let's create the graph class first, and let's define the constructor and vertex. We also need default dict to store our, to store the graph in adjacency list. So from collection import default dict. Let's define the add edge. Since we are doing for undirected graph, so we need to create an edge between u to v and v to u. You people should try to write this code for a directed graph and see what is the result. Right, and now define the DFS part. So DFS, what we need the source node, and now let's create visited array, which will tell that which vertex has been visited. So since we okay, we will write the recursive code here, right? I want you people to write the iterative version. So for recursive part we need an helper function, right? So let's define the DFS helper, and in DFS helper function we need to pass the source and the visited array. And now in DFS we need the source, we need self first, repeated. Okay, so first thing what we need to do is, let's say in this graph, okay, let's take this graph from 0. So first we need to print the source, right, and mark the source, the mark the source as visited, right? Visited of source equal to true. And now we need to go to the neighbor of 0. So we will say for neighbor in dot tick of source, if neighbor is not been visited, if visited of neighbor is false, then only we will visit that node, right? Then only we will call self.dfs helper of the never and visited. So let's run this code now and let's see. So let's create the graph first, object, and let's we will run this code only. So in this graph, what was the output? The output was 0, 3, then 4, then 5, then 2, then 1, right? So let's see. And so let's say total vertex is how much? 6, right? Total vertex was 6. And we will create the loop. While true, we need to create the value, we need to create the edge for, and let's create node u comma v at value of 0 and value of 1. Okay, and now we need to, what we need to do, we just check if u equal to minus 1, we will break from this loop. This is our breaking condition from the loop, right? Otherwise we will add an edge between u to v and v to u. After the loop is over, we need to call g.dfs, and let's see what is the output. And let's say the source node is 0. So let's create the same graph. Okay, so said some error and vertex is not defined. Why? Okay, same mistake. Okay, I think now it's okay. Okay, so let's create this graph only, right? So let's add 0, 3, then 3, 4, then 4, 5, then 0, 1, then 1 comma 2, then 1 comma 2, then 1 comma 3. Okay, so we can see that the output is 0, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, right? Okay, so output is 0, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. But here we can see that the output is 5, 1, 2, right? So why the output is coming as 0, 3, 5, 1, 2? Because the adjacency list we have defined is different. Okay, so let's create the same graph, but by taking different different input, right? Okay, so in this case we have not created an edge between 3 comma 2, right? Yeah, so let's create it again. 0 comma 3, 3 comma 4, 4 comma 5, 0 comma 1, 3 comma 2, 1 comma 2, and then minus 1 minus 1, and we can see now our output is 0, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Yes. Okay, so let's see, let's create the same graph, but by taking different input, right? So let's say 0, 1 first, then 0, 3, then 1, 2, then 3 comma 2, then 3 comma 4, then 4 comma 5, and then minus 1 minus 1. So here we can see that the output is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, so obviously, yeah, so DFS can give the different answer. So if you like my this content, or if you want to give any feedback, you can write in the comment section, or and I will add this link in the description of this video. Please go through it. There are many algorithms which you can visualize, right? Thank you.